Alright, share mga idol this week reaction. So ngayong araw bigyan natin ng comments and reaction ay itong pagdinig ng budget hearing sa Commission on Human Rights or CHR. Ayan, kasi alam natin na ang CHR ay marami na ring nagbabatikos na mga netizen, lalo na itong nagsusuporta sa ating administrasyon o nakaraang pang previous administration. Kasi ang CHR ay parang lumalabas, nakalaban na rin ng ating state or administration. Kasi kung ang administration or any government law enforcer ang nakapagdiskrasya o mano sa mga kriminal or makakaliwang grupo or kalaban ng ating state, ay mabilis ang investigasyon. Bakit umano, kapag law enforcer po natin ang nadidisgrasya, ay parang wala silang aksyon na nangyayari. So ang tinatanong dito ni Congressman Cong.Marcoleta, asan yung human rights? Ano ang saklaw ng human rights?
In the 17th Congress, this representation moved for a 1,000 budget of the CHR. Why do you think I did that?
Your Honor, Madam Chair, we do
Nadinig nyo ba yun? 1,000 lang daw ang budget na i-approve ni Marcoleta.
recognize that at that time, Honorable Marcoleta raised an important issue, that of making sure that the CHR is able to clarify its mandate, because there was too many misconception with regards our mandate. At that time, the public was only cognizant that we only investigate alleged human rights violations committed by state actors. And the Honorable Marcoleta called our attention and made sure that we were able to clarify to the public that we also cater to non-state actors as well. And we also have to make sure that we are able to expound well on the other services that we provide to other sectors of the society, lest it be misconstrued na we only cater to or we only point out to the wrongdoings of government.
In the defense of your budget at the plenary, I ask specifically whether or not the CSR has the jurisdiction to investigate on its own the atrocities of the Abu Sayyaf and the banditry of the Mauti gang in Marawi, as well as those responsible in the SAP debacle. And the answer given to me by the CHR defender at the time is that the CHR has no jurisdiction over this. That it should have been a redirection and reorientation of what you should be doing. Hindi lamang po pulis at saka mga sundalo ang nakagagawa ng human rights violations. Kahit na po pribadong tao, kasama po yun doon sa inyong trabaho. Yun po yung aking gustong gawin. Pero alam ko po, hindi pa sapat na malaman ng tao, kaya ako ginawa yun, sapagkat hanggang ngayon marami pa rin nagbabasa sa akin. Madam Chair, I want also to inform this committee that because of that position, yung 1,000 peso budget, I was then doing my doctoral dissertation at the University of the Philippines. Alam po ba ninyo na yung aking advisor, iniwanan ako dahil sa aking ginawa? Mabuti na lamang kasing tapang ako ni Congressman Lagman. Nilaban ko po hanggang sa natapos ko rin ang aking doctoral dissertation kahit na hindi ako tinulungan. Tinanong ko po doon, Madam Chair, di ba wala ba akong na-violate na human right doon, considering na wala naman pong kinalaman ng pagtayo ko sa pagtatrabaho ko po ito sa Kongreso, kasama ko si Congressman Lagman. Whether for or against a particular issue, trabaho po namin yun eh. Iniwanan po ako ng aking advisor. Na-violate po ba ang aking human right?
It is very unfortunate,
The question
Madam
is,
Chair.
na-violate ba ang aking human right?
Yes po, meron po tayong right to education, and of course, we would want to make sure that everyone is able to access that right. But nonetheless, we congratulate you for finishing your doctorate, even if you were
Thank you for the congratulations.
by
Pero
your
may tanong ko po,
professor.
iimbestigahan ba ninyo sapagkat na-violate ang aking human right?
We commit to look into the matter, Madam Chair. We will be engaging with a dialogue with the professor so that we can discuss the matter and thresh out the matter.
Salamat po. What is the definition of human rights?
Human rights po are the supreme inalienable inherent. Sorry po, na po nag-dictate. Alam na alam po ng aking mga kasama.
Alam
Pasensya
po
na po
ninyo,
kaya
kaya ko
sa
tinatanong
kanila.
ito. This is a very important question.
Yes po.
Hanggat hindi
We do
po
agree.
tayo nagkakaintindihan kung ano yung human right, hindi po natin alam kung ano talaga nababiolate. So I want you to tell us, ano po talaga ang definition ng human right?
Ayon po sa United Nations, ang karapatang pantao po yung pinaka-supreme, inalienable, inherent rights that we have po as human beings. It is the essence of what makes a man
Wala po ba
a human
tayong
being.
domestic law? Bakit puro United Nations na lang? Wala bang batas ang ating bansa?
Marami po tayong
Wala pa
batas.
tayong local jurisprudence, domestic?
Marami
Ano
po
na yung
tayo-
pabayanan
yes.
natin? Kung wala tayong domestic basis, saka na natin kunin yung United Nations.
Madam Chair, the Philippine government as well as Congress should draw pride in the fact that we have over the years enacted a lot of legislation, in particular on human rights.
Hindi po,
And-
what is the definition as we see it and as we know it in our local jurisdiction?
Ito po, ang karapatang pantao po ay likas sa atin dahil tao po tayo. Kailangan po natin ang karapatang pantao dahil ito po yung nagbibigay ng esensya sa ating pagiging tao. It's what distinguishes us from
You are describing
animals.
it, madam. You are not defining it. Importante pong ma-define natin sapagkat hindi natin alam kung anong nababiolate kung hindi natin kilala. Ano yung nabiolate natin?
Yung Simon versus CHR po na case natin, human rights are our entitlement as human beings. It's natural po and inherent in us
Ito po
being
yun.
a human.
Nasabi niyo yung Simon. Pareho
Apo.
tayo dyan. Ito po.
Yes po.
In the case of Simon et al. Versus Commission on Human Rights, GR number 100-150, January 5, 1994. The Supreme Court had the occasion to take judicial notice of the broad definition of human rights as culled from the unassembled Symposium on Human Rights in the Philippines, sponsored by the University of the Philippines in 1977. Human rights include civil rights, such as right to life, liberty and property, freedom of speech, of the press, of religion, academic freedom. Ito po yung sinasabi ko kanina. To form political associations and social rights such as the right to education, employment, and social services. The term civil rights has been defined to include the rights of property, marriage, equal protection of the laws, freedom of contract, or rights pertaining to persons by virtue of his citizenship or to rights capable of being enforced or redressed in a civil action. Ito po ang definition ng civil ng human rights. Napakalawak.
Marcoleta, your time is up, but as a friend, I'm giving you an extension of a minute.
Ano po yun? Ganito po kasi yun eh. Sa dami po nitong human rights na to, kamukha po nang nangyari sa Abu Sayyaf, sa SAC 44, ang tinitingnan lang naman po natin eh. Kasi on your own eh. You have to investigate, baka sakaling maraming na-violate dito. Marami po talaga eh. Ngayon, tinanong ko po sa kanila noon, hindi po nyo jurisdiction. Mali po yun eh.
Yes po. Madam Chair, we wish to inform the body that we have investigated such cases and we continue to investigate such cases. In fact, we have also issued condemnatory statements. For SAF 44, we have investigated such. We have provided financial assistance to all such. We regret that it was not made known to the public in the past years, but we have endeavored to remedy it following the intervention of Honorable Marcoleta.
Ito po, huli na lang. Last Congress, a committee investigated a housing project constructed in Misamis Occidental involving a deputy speaker, involving the powers that be in Misamis Occidental. Ang dami pong mga government offices ang nasangkot doon. DPWH, Commission on Audit, DILG, National Housing Authority, halos lahat po ng agencies involved, pati PCUP, and to the credit of the Human Rights Commission, yung representative po ninyo was able to document na totoong nangyari sapagkat winasak lahat ang mga bahay, pati po yung may-ari ng mga residential lots na nagtayo sila ng sariling bahay. Pag-aari nila talaga, yung titled in their own names. Yung congressman doon, sarili niyang constituents, kapitbahay niya, winasak niya ang mga bahay, invoking the right to expropriate. Ang dami pong nalabag na batas. And there is a committee report produced by that committee and upheld, adopted by the plenary, at sinasabi po doon ng maraming recommendations. Tingnan po niyo yun sapagkat sinabi, padalhan ng DOJ, padalhan ang ombudsman, padalhan pati Solicitor General for any administrative, civil, law, whatever, and probably human rights violations. Ano po kaya ang gagawin niyo doon? Meron pong committee report talaga.
Madam
Will you be able to look into that?
Yes, Madam Chair, we will be looking into such matter. The CHR actively participates in all pre-demolition conferences. We look into such cases as well and investigate. And if the results of our investigation will point out to liabilities, we will be recommending the filing of charges. And we will look into that report, Madam Chair, and make sure that the recommendations made by Congress will be carried out and acted upon.
I will undertake to give her a copy of the committee report, Madam Chair, and Madam Defender of the CHR. Para lang makasiguro po tayo, ako nang magbibigay sa inyo ng kopya at tututukan ko po kayo kung talagang gagawin ninyo.
That is much appreciated, Madam Chair,
Salamat
and
po,
we will
Madam Chair.
ensure.
At yung mga idol, yung discussion ni Congressman Cong.Marcoleta at ng CHR spokesperson Attorney Jacqueline. Ano naman yung sinasabi ni Kabataan Party List Raul Manuel?
Pag-aaral din ng ating kasaysayan, lalo for young people. We can
Pag-aralan pa lang kasaysayan.
progress as a nation kung iba-iba yung versions ng kasaysayan na ating paniniwalaan, hindi tayo gagalaw bilang iisang bansa, at masisira yung kinabukasan natin kung yung kabataan ay walang matibay na reference dun sa mga nangyari sa ating nakaraan. So for the Human Rights Violations Victims Memorial Commission at sa Commission on Human Rights, asahan ninyo na meron kayong mga kakampi dito sa loob ng Kongreso. Yun lamang, Madam Chair. Maraming salamat.
Thank you very
Yung pala yung sa kanya, bali suportado niya pala yung Commission on Human Rights at ang budget nito. So ayun nga mga idol ang naganap na hearing sa House of Representative sa budget ng Commission and Human Rights. So nakita naman natin mga idol, nabigyan naman ng magandang paliwanag ni Attorney Jacqueline, yung CHR spokesperson, yung mga katanungan ni Congressman Cong.Marcoleta. So I do believe naging satisfied naman si Cong.Marcoleta sa mga sagot ni CHR spokesperson, at kahit sa aking sarili ay naipaliwanag, nabigyan niya naman ng maayos na paliwanag yung mga mandato ng CHR sa ating mga Pilipino. So maraming salamat everyone. This is We Creation. God bless.